Hey, this is Senior Sales Director Laurie Shively checking in with you today just to talk with you about holding virtual beauty experiences on the Facebook Live platform with hostesses. I've had so many consultants just ask me, how do you do these Facebook Live parties with a hostess? And so what I've done is I've put a training manual together for you on how to crush a virtual beauty experience with a hostess on Facebook Live. Everything you need to know, all the details of what to post and when to post it is in this manual. And so you can access this manual if you're in my unit on our unit Facebook page. All right, and I want you to know that's there for you. If you're in our future national area, you can access this document on our Peek into Pink Facebook group where we do all of our live parties. But the key to holding successful virtual beauty experiences on Facebook Live is to have a hostess. That's the whole key to holding successful parties. You know, this all really began for me as a result of this whole COVID-19 pandemic, and I began to just embrace the skill and own the skill of working virtually. And I discovered that my most powerful parties are parties in which I have a hostess. And let's think about that. Why is that? Because parties with a hostess, just like we would do an in-person party, the guests come because they're coming out to support the hostess who is their friend or family member. So your party will be most successful. Your virtual beauty experience will be most successful when you have a hostess, because the people coming ultimately are coming to support her more than they're coming to try Mary Kay, more than they're coming because they already use Mary Kay. They are coming to support their friend or their family member. And so the power of a hostess is huge when you're doing Facebook Live parties. And Facebook Live, I call them virtual beauty experiences. Okay, so that's huge. So how do you get hostesses? Where are you going to find the hostesses? That's really the big thing, right? Go to your customer base. Go to your customer base. Go to your customer base. That's the best place to find hostesses. Why? They already love Mary Kay. They already love Mary Kay and they already love you. So they're going to do it because they want to get free products. They're going to do it because they want to connect with their friends, especially right now. Everybody's feeling so isolated. So even if we're connecting virtually, we're still connecting. And they're going to do it because they like you. And so those three reasons are enough. The fun of connecting, the social piece, the free products, and because they already trust you, know you, and like you. So you're going to find your hostesses in your customer base. Whenever I have a customer that reaches out to me for more product, whenever, every time, always, always, always. Well, would you like to pay for that or would you like to get it for free? Right? Would you like to pay for that or would you like to give it for free? Oh, your order's going to be $172. Would you like to pay for that or would you like to get it for free? Free? Yeah, Mary Kay's free. You didn't know Mary Kay's free? Absolutely. Right now we're doing everything virtually. It's so much fun and so easy. We do it from the comfort of your sofa. You can even be in your PJs and your friends just hop on Facebook Live with you. We introduce them to some of your favorite products and they have fun shopping and you get shopping rewards and return up to 20% back in free product. So this is the whole idea of getting hostesses. They're going to come from your customer base. Now, I think the best on-ramp to find hostesses is, of course, to create customers. So right now in this time of this pandemic, how are you going to get customers if you can't see them face to face? You're going to bring them onto your unit virtual events, right? Our unit does every Monday a Monday Makeover Mini. And so you're going to want to bring your potential customers who don't already use your products or maybe don't use much, bring them as a guest onto our virtual Monday Makeover Mini, and we will help you. We will help you as directors book them to be a hostess for their private, we call it a private virtual beauty experience with friends. See how that's an on-ramp? The other on-ramp is to invite them to a PJ party. We do PJ parties, virtual PJ parties every Thursday night. Invite her to a unit-wide virtual PJ party. Get her on the PJ party. That PJ party is an on-ramp so that we can help her schedule her private virtual beauty experience with friends. So all of these unit-wide events, our Saturday events, any of these unit-wide events that we offer you are the on-ramp to bring your customers and potential customers into the pink bubble so that we can help you book them for their private virtual beauty experience. Because it all starts with the hostess. A really successful Facebook Live virtual party starts with a great hostess, a great hostess. So one of the hostesses I had hosted twice. Her name is Amy. Thank you, fabulous Amy Mink. She hosted, first of all, a spa experience, and then a week later, she did a glam bash, which is glamour. A lot of the same people came, but we had 2 great parties in a row, and she got to bank her hostess rewards from one week to the next, and she almost got her repair set completely free. She earned $185 in free Mary Kay products. Isn't that awesome? Yes. So it works. It works. And then we had one of her gals book one off of her party, and then a next one book one off of that party. And so it really is a domino effect. You book one, another one books. You book one, another one books. You book one, another one books. It's a domino effect. It's a ripple effect. If you can master just getting a couple hostesses booked, you will have a ripple effect of virtual parties set up really forever. They'll just keep going. So I want to share with you the 3 types of virtual beauty experiences that I've been doing on Facebook Live. The first one is the age-defying beauty experience, which is really just our core Time-Wise 3D or repair, along with our microdermabrasion, our Skinvigorate brush, and then our foundation set. That's it. A little bit of mascara to finish it off. It is our age-defying beauty. Just the basics, the same thing that you would do at your first appointment around a kitchen table. You know, the saying goes, the more things change, the more they stay the same. The more things change, the more they stay the same. It's true. And so everything you're doing right now, virtually, you already know how to do because you learned it around the kitchen table at the party, at the beauty experience, at the skincare class, at the in-person skincare class around the kitchen table. Same thing, you're just doing it virtually. So that's the age-defying beauty. The second option I give is the tuck me into bed spa experience. It's at night. Everybody can put on their PJs, and of course we can't see them. They just see the presenter, right? But yeah, it's awesome because we go over the skincare, the 5-6 different skincare sets with the men's line, right? And then we go over all the skincare supplements. The skincare supplements. We don't touch makeup at all. We just do the skincare lines and skincare supplements, and we help them add supplements to their skincare regimen. The third option, and by the way, all of this, excuse me just a minute, I dropped my paper. All of this is outlined for you on the guide. So you don't have to memorize everything I'm saying. It's right here. The third option I love to offer is the Glam Bash. And the Glam Bash is the appointment that we do that's all about glamour. I mean, think of the Glam Bash is just basically you sharing your daily makeup routine with your hostess and her friends, because let's be honest, you use Mary Kay head to toe. So your daily routine really is complete glamour, and most people aren't doing that. And so the Glam Bash is just taking your daily routine, and it's actually you, instead of doing show and tell like you do with the others, it's actually you doing your makeup on you and teaching them the products as you do your makeup on you. It is so much fun. And so the closing sheet that we use, it covers both the spa party and both the Glam Bash. It covers the spa experience and the Glam Bash because it has spa products on it, all the supplements and the satin body, but then it also has on it all the glamour. And so if they're at a spa experience, they can see the glamour kind of on the other half of the closeout sheet. And that's kind of like eye candy for them to schedule that next appointment so they can do their glamour session with you. Does that make sense? So those are your 3 party options. I mean, you could create more if you want to, but everything you need for those options is right here. Age-defying beauty, tuck me into bed spa experience, and Glam Bash. Now with each one, to make them successful, what I've learned from other amazing directors and national directors is to utilize the Mary Kay bingo game. It's just so much fun. You provide everybody with a bingo card digitally. You send it to them, and if they can't print it, they just make their own. It's a 9-square bingo card. And what it does is you explain the game at the beginning of each virtual party, and you explain to them how the bingo card is really their shopping list. It's a shopping list that they make as they go. And so anything that they hear about today, that they see today, that they know they want to purchase from whatever the hostess named their friend party, then they're going to write it on the bingo card. They're going to write it in a square, any individual item. And so when they get 3 in a row, they get a bingo. And they're supposed to shout out bingo, right, in the news feed, and you encourage interaction and participation. And they can score multiple bingos. They can score 3, 4, 5 bingos, and then we do a coverall. So when she gets a coverall, we give a coverall prize. one person wins the coverall prize. And so everybody who gets a coverall, meaning they got 9 items that they're going to purchase today, they go into a drawing to win a coverall prize. Now you're saying, where do all these prizes come from? This is the beauty of doing virtual beauty experiences on Facebook Live, because as people are checking out with you, Mary Kay makes it so easy for us. We have the option to use the customer delivery service. And when we use the customer delivery service, we're already allowed to give 2 samples free. 2 samples free. Guess what? There's 2 of your bingo prizes right there, because most people win 1 to 2 bingo prizes anyway. So you're not even having to pay for those. You just boop, boop, drop them in the cart with the CDS order, and they are shipped out and on their way to the customer with their order. No extra mailing for you, no extra boxing up prizes. It's amazing. Now, if you have somebody who won more bingo prizes, or maybe they were the coverall winner, you can add some of the deluxe mini products, right? Or you could add a full-size product, one of the cheaper end things, maybe the beauty blotters, if that particular guest is an oily person, or maybe the Mint Bliss energizing lotion, since in reality the cost for you is only, what, $5. So, anything that is small, free eyeshadow, your cost is only $4. Something with a cost of $4 or less for you as a prize. But utilize those first 2 samples as your first 2 prizes that you can automatically give to that guest for her bingo prize. Isn't that so cool? The other thing is, let's say she attended a spa experience. Which 2 free samples do you want to choose for her? The glamour ones, because her next appointment is probably going to be something to do with glamour. And so if she's at a spa experience, the 2 samples are going to be glamour. If she's at a glam bash, then the 2 samples are going to be masks or skincare, right? And so you provide samples in there, the free samples or whatever she didn't purchase this time. Make sense? So this actually sets you up and poises you to do her follow-up session. Whether she booked her own private beauty sesh, right, to share with friends, or if she didn't, you get to schedule her one-on-one session. So we have 3 goals for everybody who hops on a virtual beauty experience, and all that is on here. Our 3 goals is, 1, to find brand lovers, people who maybe already love Mary Kay or maybe have never used Mary Kay, but people who fall in love with some Mary Kay products today and say, I can't live without this. And people who shop to support their hostess today. So we're looking for brand lovers. The second thing we're looking for at every beauty experience is to help you set up your own private virtual beauty experience with friends, because, look good, feel good, and life is more fun with friends. Life is better together. And so we want to help you to connect with your friends and family over a virtual beauty experience. So which would you choose? Would you choose Age-Defying Beauty? Would you choose Tuck Me Into Bed Spa? Or would you choose a glam bash? The choice is yours. And then the third thing we're looking for at every beauty experience is women who say, you know what? I want something more. I need something more. I need more connection in my life. I need more positivity in my life. I need more energy in my life. I need more cash flow in my life, especially with what's going on right now. Maybe your husband's out of a job, your significant other has a pay cut, maybe you lost a job. I need more cash flow. Maybe you need more confidence. Maybe you need a little bit more freedom and flexibility in your schedule. And maybe the pandemic has caused you to see that you want more freedom. And so we're looking for women who want something more. And so as we share our products tonight, this is what you're saying, I'm kind of dialoguing as if I was role playing here. As we share our awesome products tonight, as you experience the fun of just connecting with your friends tonight, just think with an open mind about whether or not a Mary Kay opportunity might be something for you. Mary Kay said there's a future beauty consultant in every room or at every virtual beauty experience. So wonder who it might be today. And so you're planting that seed. So those are the 3 things you're looking for. Brand lovers, setting up everybody for their private beauty experience with friends, and women who want something more. Okay, so you're planting the seed for that. What does that do for you when you set that up at the opening, at the beginning of every virtual beauty experience? Well, it sets you up to close the sale. It sets you up to get the second booking, and it sets you up to build your team. So that's what we call full circle. Full circle. The other things that you want to include in your opening, I highlight on here, which are super, super important. Other than that, you're just going to watch the video that Mary Kay provides on the Great Start app about how to do a skincare party or a beauty experience. You're going to watch that because really that's all you're going to be doing. But just make sure you include those 3 things in the opening. And then you kind of look through and say, okay, let me share the facts about the company, just like I would at a regular party. Let me share my eye story. And let me ask her, what she would most like to learn or change about her skin. And so the body of the party, I can't teach you that right now. It would be silly for me to spend time doing that because Mary Kay already has all the videos in place for that. But the thing that you need to know that will make these events most successful for you, okay, hear me on this. I really want you to hear this because I think what's happening is some people are getting on and they're trying to do Facebook Lives, and they are doing Facebook Lives and they're doing a great presentation and they know so much about the products and they love the products and maybe they even have some people on there, but they find they're not making sales. They're not getting follow-up bookings. Or they go on and they're prepared to make an awesome presentation, but they don't have anybody on watching. And so I think, I want you to hear me on this because the most important thing you can do to have a successful virtual beauty experience on Facebook Live is what you do before the beauty experience, before you go live, and what you do after you go live. Going live, you're going to do great. Just be you. You're going to do awesome. It's the same thing you would always do at a party. But it's before going live, what you do then, and what you do with after you go live, that is going to make it so powerful, right? If any of you are like me out there and you love bread, a sandwich isn't any good without bread, is it? Have you ever tried a lettuce sandwich? I mean, I went through a period where I did completely gluten-free and I ate no bread, none. I can't say I'm there now, putting a few pounds here, being at home all the time, but I would eat lettuce sandwiches. My lunch meat, my cheese would be inside a lettuce wrap. Not bad once you get used to it, but a real sandwich. A sandwich, it needs bread, right? You got to have that top piece of bread. You got to have that bottom piece of bread to hold that sandwich together and to just take a bite into that sandwich. Well, that's like your virtual beauty experience. If you try to put the lunch meat in and you try to put the cheese on and put you're going live in there, right, with the meat and the cheese, but you don't have the top and bottom slice of bread, you don't have the before the party and the after, you've missed it. You've missed the sandwich. The sandwich isn't going to taste good. It's not going to be a sandwich and you're not going to get any results. And so what you do before and after is crucial. And so on here, I have everything you need to follow to do before and after. And it might seem when you look at it, well, you might say, well, this is 8 pages, 7.5. Well, 7 pages it is a lot. But if you really implement these steps, you will have a successful party. So what is important to do beforehand? One is to coach your hostess. You're going to have to coach your hostess. You're going to have to let her know that to have a successful virtual Facebook Live party, she needs to actually invite everybody one-to-one. She has to send a personal message. She has to either call them, send a personal text, or send a personal messenger invite. If she doesn't, and she just goes on and creates an event, how many of you have received a Facebook event invitation where you were invited to a Facebook event? You ignored it, right? You ignore it all the time. So unless she personally invites everybody one-to-one, they're going to ignore the event. So she has to send the one-to-one invite first. You give her the words. The words are on here. You give her the words to invite them. She sends the invite. Once she sent the invite and they've replied, then she invites them to the event, right? Then she invites them to the event because now what are they doing? They're looking for the event. Oh, Heather is going to invite me to this virtual beauty experience. Oh, Heather's going to invite me to this tuck me into bed spa experience. I better be looking for that. And then they know to click on going because they feel personally invited. So many times when I get a Facebook event, I'm just like, well, nobody invited me. It's just out there. It's just like somewhere in the universe. It's not personal, right? So the one-to-one makes it personal. So coaching your hostess, first and foremost, is so important. The second thing is, once she does invite people and they click on going, she's going to make you the co-host. You start friending all those people. You friend every guest that clicks on going so that you can actually reach out to them, introduce yourself, and give them the need to knows about the virtual experience. What are the need to knows? There's 2 need to knows about the virtual experience that they need to know beforehand. One is you want them to complete their e-ticket. In this document, I teach you what an e-ticket is. An e-ticket is basically like the profile card. You know how in the past we would text people or call them to pre-profile them and ask them the questions on the profile card? The e-ticket is that, except it's a Google Doc. You just send them the link and they fill it out. They share their skin type with you. They share their address and all that information so that at the end, when you're trying to close them, you don't have to ask them a million questions to fulfill their order. You already know their address. You already know their phone number so you can reach out to them. You already know their skin type so you know how to customize their 3D set. You already know their eye color so you can put the right color card in there. And you already know their payment preference. Do they prefer Venmo, which is a free payment option? It's like taking cash or a check from somebody, or do they prefer the secure link through our ProPay? Okay, and so all that comes to you ahead of time. So those are their need to knows. You've got to reach out to each guest, friend them, because if you don't friend them, they're not going to see your message. If they're not your friend, their message goes like into la la land and they won't see it. So friend them, and once they accept that friend, you send them the message that I have in here for you about completing their e-ticket and about having their bingo card ready. What is the big deal with the bingo card? To the extent that she has printed her bingo card or made one, she can either print the one we provide on the Pic Collage or she can hand make one. Just draw a 9-square card. This tells us who's participating. This tells us who has skin in the game, like who wants to play, who wants to shop. Okay, she doesn't know yet that the items that go on here are going to be for shopping. You're going to explain that on the live, but what she knows is that we're going to be playing Beauty Bingo and that she wants to be a part of it. And so you're going to give away a pre-party prize for her, and anybody that goes ahead and pre-prints their bingo card or makes it and then takes a selfie photo with their card or just takes a photo of their card, their face doesn't have to be in it, posts it to the event page. They post it to the event page. They get entered into a pre-party giveaway. Why is that so important? Again, it shows you she has skin in the game. It shows you she's invested. It shows you that she didn't just click going, but she's paying attention to your messages and she actually wants to play. She's engaged, right? Because one of the things about Facebook Live is they can see you, but you can't see them. And so the key is, how do we engage them? The bingo card engages her. It causes her to participate on a different level than she would if she didn't have something to write on and participate with. Once you hop on the live, you'll explain to her everything about the bingo card and what that does. And I highly suggest, to have a successful party, that you shadow myself or one of the other directors on doing one of the Facebook Lives so you can see exactly what we say and how it works. But you'll explain that bingo card, and you can explain how the back side is used for her to take notes and then how the front side is used for her to fill in the items that she'd like to purchase today. Okay, so that's the bingo card. She gets entered for the pre-party giveaway. And then you begin to post things, right? After you've coached your hostess, you've pre-profiled your guests, then 2 days before the actual going live time of the party, you begin to post things to the page. And all of that is right here in your guide. You start to post a roll call. Hey, roll call, share who you are, who invited you, something we need to know about you, right? This is normally stuff we would do at the actual table if we were in person. Like, how do you know the hostess? One thing we need to know about you. We're doing this ahead of time of going live to get to know the people. Another thing you're going to post up there is the skin analyzer. You're going to post the skin analyzer, and when they do their skin analysis and post their results, they get an extra entry to win. Isn't that cool? All of that is in here for you. You're going to post how they can get entries to win prizes. And so I've given you all the details on that right here, but that interaction before the actual going live is so important because, again, it engages them. And then the day of the event, you want to kind of make a couple posts. You know, it's party day. All of that is on here. It tells you what to say. You're going to announce the pre-party winner before you go live, like 15 minutes before you hop on and announce the winner. And then you go live and you do your thing. And so that's the pre, right? The interaction beforehand is so important. And then the after, the closing, because that's where you're going to get the sale. That's where you're going to get the follow-up booking set up. That's where you're going to get the interviews set up. And so that closing is so, so vital. And so you want to lay the groundwork for the closing when you hop on live. And right at the beginning, as you share with them your 3 goals, you want to share with them that at the end, you'll be reaching out to each person individually to help them check out. So that the hostess name, let's just say the hostess is Heather, you just explain, hey, after the live, I'm going to be reaching out to each one of you personally through Messenger. I'll go ahead and message you and just get your permission to give you a call because it's just so much quicker that way. And then I'll just call you through Messenger and we'll just get you checked out so that your order counts towards Heather's party. Because our goal is to help Heather get as many rewards as possible tonight. And of course, the more you shop, the more she gets for free. So we hope you find some things you love. And so you tell them ahead of time, just like you would at the face-to-face beauty experience, you tell them about the individual close. That's the individual close. So what are you going to do with the individual close? I want you to know that all of that is on here for you. All of the questions you need to know about closing the actual individual person to person is here. Did you have a great time? I see you scored 3 bingos. Congratulations. Tell me what was on your bingo card. Oh, okay, I see. Because you asked her to actually send you a picture of the bingo card, right? And you remind them at the end that they need to send the photos of the bingo cards to you to claim their bingo prizes. And so you're looking at her bingo card because you have it in your messenger, right? You're looking at her bingo card when you're checking her out. Oh my goodness, I see you have, wow, you have 8 items already on your bingo card. Did you know that if you combine some of these, you've got 3 sets because you're posting the close sheet, right? And you're helping her look at that closing set sheet and see how the items she chose fit into sets so that she can build her roll bag. Because when she chooses any 4 sets, we know that she gets her roll bag free. And so what you're doing is you're taking the items on the bingo card and you're basically upselling her, right, to the roll bag so she gets more bang for her buck, so she gets freebies and specials. And so all of that is here. And then of course you advance once you get the sale closed, you say, for your private beauty sesh, would you prefer, and give her the 2 options that weren't shared tonight. Would you prefer a tuck me into bed spa or would you rather do a glam bash? And you go ahead and book that date. You give her 2 options. And then of course you're going to share with her about the business. And you just say, thanks for helping me with my training. And oh, sorry, skip it. So yes, for some reason that question got caught off on here, but that last question is just like, hey, part of my training is just to share the facts about our Mary Kay opportunity with a few people every week. And I just admire you. And I wondered if you would just take 15 minutes to help me out with my training. All we do is a FaceTime and it's with my director and it's really easy and it's really fun. And as a thank you, you'll get a bonus gift from me. So what would be better for you? Could we do that tomorrow or would the next day be better for you? And then you set that up just like an appointment too. Okay, so that's on here. Sorry, my note on that got cut off. I just noticed that. But so you want to work full circle to close the sale, to close the second booking. And if she doesn't want to do a private beauty experience with friends, you still book her individual consultation. You said, that's no problem. You know what? We still need to get a date for me to check in with you once your products arrive, because the way we guarantee our products is just to do a check-in, a FaceTime check-in, and make sure you understand how to use all your items, and also so I can walk you through the free gifts that are in there as well and show you how to use those. So what would be the best time? I want to schedule it about a week out so you have time to get your products. So that would bring us to, and you give her the 2 options, that would bring us to next Thursday or Friday. I have Thursday afternoon at 3 or I have Friday at 10 a.m. Would either of those work for you? And you just book her in for that individual follow-up consultation. So close the sale, book the second appointment, whether it's group or individual, and then ask her to help with your training. Ask her to help with your training by listening to the facts about the Mary Kay business. So that is it, ladies. You're going to crush it. You're going to kill it. You're going to rock it. You have everything you need to know to be successful in holding Facebook Live virtual parties. You do. They're just virtual beauty experiences. They're beauty experiences on a different platform, because the more things change, the more things stay the same. And if coaching and pre-profiling is important when we meet face-to-face, and if closing and meeting for that individual close is important when we're meeting with people face-to-face, then isn't it just as important when we're meeting with people on a virtual platform. So do me a favor, don't eat a sandwich with just lettuce on the outside. Make sure you get that slice of bread on the top and bottom, because I want you to be able to really take a bite into it and enjoy it for everything that it's worth, and savor all those great sales, all those great rebookings, and all those team members you're going to find in the process. You're amazing. Keep doing what you know to do, and success will come. I can't wait to hear about your results. Thanks for tuning in with me. Bye for now.